Welcome back to El Futuro Academy live stream, people on YouTube. We are here with the boss himself, Kavi Meeks, and we heard some rumors. That's why you see the title is ISSA Schoolboy Football Preseason News, and we want to ask him some questions, people. So before we go into anything, hope you guys subscribe, like, and share because we're on the road to 1K and the more people we want to reach at by the end of this summer. So please to like, subscribe, and share. Tell a friend to subscribe and like, and we can reach that feat. Welcome again, Kabi Mix. How are you doing so far?
I'm doing well. I'm excited about this season.
Very excited. So the rumors are you are back at Charlemont FC, Charlemont School, Charlemont High School. Sorry, Dakar Stack Up team. You are, technical director slash head coach there. I've heard, and I want to know how was that? How was that? So, how you went back there? You know.
Well, that's a long process. But however, I received the call, and the call showed an interest for me to return. I gave it some consideration after dialogue with some friends, and based on those dialogues, I've decided to challenge myself again to achieve something with Charlie Mount. Hence, I've been there for the past 3 weeks, and I've been putting in some work with the youngsters, and things are looking up for us so far. So that's why I'm excited about the schoolboy seasons next season.
So, how would you grade, your previous team, 2018, with this team so far? What's your objective this season? But before you answer the objective part, please to tell us, how would you grade? Remember, you won Ben Francis Cup 2018, and then a Super Team 2019. Unfortunately, we lost 3 points in the boardroom. What's your thought on the team so far this season?
Well, to be honest, comparing both teams kind of difficult, but when you look at individual players, we have players of quality in this team, in my opinion. Um, to compare the team overall, it will be difficult for a number of reasons. Mainly, it's because I've just reached and I'm just starting to do some work. And the players that we have there were lacking in certain areas, but after 3 weeks, I have seriously seen some improvement, and I'm excited.
In terms of the fitness aspect of the team, how is it going on so far in terms of strength, foot strength, um, anaerobic energy system, the aerobic energy system, anaerobic, all different areas, base fitness. How it looks so far
Well, right now
in
we're
training?
just focusing on the base fitness. The match fitness aspect has not really come into play as yet because we won't look to play a practice game until maybe next weekend. So that part isn't there as yet, but our base fitness has improved. I've watched the Charlie Mount team last year, and I thought that physically they were wanted. I thought quality-wise they had some good quality on the pitch, all over the pitch, and from that it was easy for me to consider going back. There was a dialogue with us there, and all agreements were set, and I returned. Now, in terms of the physical condition of the team, a lot of emphasis has been placed on that. We have managed to put in some work. We have managed to consistently test the players, and the players has consistently improved with each week so far. So now we're going to continue on that part. I know the point which I want them, the limit which I want them to start the season, and the limit that I want them to be at the business end of the season, and we're going to just put in those work. And the kids are very excited, and they are doing their part, and I just have to ensure that I educate them and give them the requisite knowledge that they need, and the requisite skill that they need, and physical demands that they need, so that they can achieve.
I've heard that in the coaching staff you have Mr. Parchment, Damian Ayat from Dumbo Holding, and a former Premier League defender as the assistant coach working with you. How you come about putting such a good team together in coaching staff, to get the job? get the job, get the information across to these young players?
Uh, uh, in regards to Mr. Parchment, we have worked together before. We have worked together from 2018 season to 2019 season, and based on the physical condition of those players in those 2 seasons, I was impressed. He normally dialogue with me, and we work together, and we get them up to the point. And from that aspect, I know that the physical aspect of these boys currently, I would give put that in his hands. So that was easy. In regards to a goalkeeper coach, the goalkeeper is a critical aspect. The goalkeeper, um, I thought, needs a lot of work. I look at the person who I think would be able to have that experience, that know how to get them to get play the keepers up to that level. And I thought Hyatt was a candidate that I could consider. And I offered him the opportunity, and he took the opportunity, and that was that. And I'm excited about that. In regards to the next person, Mr. Rowan, he is a player that I've coached at the club level at UATA. Um, he's one of those leaders who was in that team. He was one of those persons who organized the midfield and the backline for us consistently. And I needed somebody who I know would be able to organize certain aspect of my team from with my guidance, and he was that person, and I invited him. I talked to him, had that discussion with him, and he agreed, and that's how we came about that team. And the team right now, we're trying to put everything, all the puzzles. It's all over the place. The team is all over the place because currently we have some players who are injured. Currently we have some players who are not on the dog. Currently we started late. So we have a lot of work, and we are really putting in this work to ensure that Charlie Mount can be a force to be reckoned with come September.
Well said, well said, well said. Knowing that Kavi Meeks is back at Charlie Mount High School, I think that name drives some fears in their neighbors and foreign neighbors as well. Um, what's your thought on that? What do you think the other schools there, such as the Dintil, the McGrath, the Bagwalk, the Teachers Golden, what do you think they are thinking about right now with this Charlie Mount team guided by Kavi Meeks?
Well, based on our achievements for the past 2 seasons that we had there, persons recognize that I have a good understanding of high quality football and how the team should be playing and how the team can be successful. So those teams hearing that I'm back, some persons will be skeptical because of various other factors, which we will not go into. But some persons will know that me being there is going to guarantee that Charlie Mount is well organized on the field. Not saying that you can't beat a Charlie Mount in my first season, but what I'm saying is that Charlie Mount will be a team to be reckoned with, and you have to play hard, play smart to beat us.
Okay, okay, okay.
Right now we are based on last season we would be third in the zone because if I'm doing last year performance and the year before Charlie Mount didn't leave the zone, and last year they left the zone based on a third place. So for the past 2 seasons they haven't been at the point that they should be at, and I've seen that, and I have said into myself that okay, we Charlie Mount starting at a third place, putting Dintil above us and McGrath above us, and we have to ensure that we hit these two teams off their perch and take what is ours.
I have to say again, well said, Coach Kavi Meeks. What are some of the teams that you think this Jacob team will be a force to reckon with, our team that going to be difficult to get a good result against in
Uh,
the group and outside of the group?
well, in the group, um, traditionally, Dintil will be a force to reckon with. Dintil has always been able to get players from all over and put them together and make a pretty reasonable team, in my opinion. And I would put Dintil as one of those teams, one of our biggest challenges in the zone. And in more recent times, McGrath has been able to structure a program that has been giving them some results. And if you check 2019 or 2020, 2019, 2021, somewhere, they have been in the under 16 finals, and they have achieved from the youth level. So I'm expecting those players should be there. Those players would be at the D Cup level, and the coach is a quality coach. The coach has coached at various levels, from school level, under 14 level, right up to the Premier League level. So I'm sure that he has a comprehensive knowledge of how to put a team together. So I think those two teams would be our biggest challenge, not being disrespectful to any other sport. But I would put those two teams and maybe another team that I'm not calling as a dark horse to really make the zone exciting.
In the next round, which other team you think will be that team to beat to win the championship?
Definitely, you would have to look at Glenmuir, Clarendon College, Cornwall College. I'm going to put a St. Elizabeth Technical High School in it based on the Tier 2. Treasure Beach had some players that are St. Elizabeth Technical players. So they have a base which they can work on. So when you look at it, you have a Clarendon College, a Glenmuir, uh, Cornwall College, St. Elizabeth Technical, even Garvey Masia have Meran Garden as the main man down there, so I'm expecting them to be able to put something together. Uh, at Dintil, in the next round, I'm expecting Dintil to go through, and I'm expecting as the season go on, these teams ought to be improving in their performance. But all in all, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to the challenge. So that
Can you would you like to, or would you can you have an option of passing this question or answer this question? And this question is, what are some other serial players that will be at Charlie Moon? Because I've heard that you was the one in the recruiting department getting those top players in the Charlie Moon team 2018, and I guess you will do the same thing again and drive some fear in the other teams coming September in the schoolboy football team.
well, I won't call any names, but I will say this: we have a few players who will come into the team. I have spent the last 2.5, 3 weeks assessing the team, improving the team. Unfortunately, I've reached to a point where I have to send home some of the players and let them focus on the youth team, and I will bring players in starting this week, and I'm looking at around 5 to 6 players to complement that team.
So like you're going for some real serial players to create havoc in this D Cup.
You're going for players with certain abilities to carry out your tactical objective. So you need some players with the basic skills, speed, controlling and pass, dribbling. But most of all, you need players with that cognitive ability to can think and adjust to different circumstances.
Before we close out the show, I just want to get your opinion or the way of how you think when you're recruiting at a high school level. What are some of the things that you do when you're recruiting, and some of the things that you don't do when you're recruiting players for high school for your D Cup team?
Apart from the personal aspect of the player, what I do is that I tend to try to spend time to look at weaknesses within the team, and after figuring out the weaknesses within the team, I look at what would I need to get the team at a higher level, and then look at those attributes, those players who are showing interest. Do they have those attributes that I need? For example, if I'm short for a center forward, for example, I would want a center forward who is coachable, one, has a bit of ability with the ball at his feet, and that would be basically what I want. And a speed, have a little speed. Once he has that ability, he's coachable. He has ability with his feet, and he has some speed. Then that's a criteria. And he has parental support. I like the players who has that little structure around them.
Okay, okay. You don't go wholesale and just take up players like that.
No,
You assess your team and then you will select players based on what you would need to bolster that team.
most of the time. Yeah. If you go wholesale, then you're going to find yourself consistently searching. You need to know what you want, and after you figure out what you want, you seek that. And when you seek that, you will be able to find a control to get in your team to the point which you want.
Any news that you have heard with players going into other schools, or any player that you like in this schoolboy football team that they say, yeah, this player is at the next level.
Yeah,
And
there's a player I won't call a school, but I've a school very close to my this current school that I'm coaching, and I see that player as a player of the quality that I need. That player has shown some interest by coming to me and express that interest of wanting to be in the team, and the player complements what I want in a person playing in that particular position. And I have exchanged number now, and now the most critical part is that we have to wait on the CXC results and exam results to come out for us to be able to act. That player will come and then join the team and train with the team, and we can use that player as a person to improve our A players. And once that player have gained the grades, then it will be an easy transition to put him over to the A team.
Kavi Mix, thank you very much for stopping by in the studio. Your studio, El Futuro Academy, to share your thoughts on the schoolboy football so far, and also on the Charlie Mount High School project, the ECO project. Yeah, a lot of work there, as you said, and I've seen you put in a lot of work day in, day out, and I hope that the boys really take the information and process it and put it in their day-to-day um, movements and put it on the field. Application is key for these players. Thanks again for stopping by.
No
People,
problem. No problem.
remember to like, subscribe, and share. You understand me? Like, subscribe, and share. Kabi, tell them now.
El Futuro Academy.
Like, subscribe, and share.